a quarterback, they'd have won. And the
Apparently,
Steelers are just like...
Ian Rappaport just said he spoke with AB's attorney, who maintains that Brown is in fact vaccinated, and he said, "Be like Antonio Brown and get the vaccine."
Oh, Tom Grossi just confirming Antonio Brown is totally vaxxed, bro.
According to his attorney, and attorneys have never lied ever, so...
No, they have to tell the truth. They take an oath.
They do. They do.
Well, we are here at Clickbait Sports.
Another GPS.
This is GPS right now, and basically...
That's it.
5 points not here today, and we've got a couple sexy reveals for punishments. But that's coming in 1 second here because we got a big show today. We're going to take a look at this Antonio Brown situation.
Oh, it's a sitch.
It's breaking news per his former live-in chef, and
which is where you want all your sources to be.
Yeah,
you know, you don't want like someone just delivering food to your house. You need to get it from the source with the live-in chef.
Yeah. Anytime a chef drops a chefty bomb, you know it's true. We got supers coming in. We're gonna talk about some of the biggest disappointments this season from teams, maybe some players, some officiating.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let Tree take us down a little Le'Veon Bell honorary sort of tribute, as he is no longer with team this year, but
well, he'll be back with probably somebody.
We'll see.
Let's reveal the tree first.
Yeah, I think we reveal the tree.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just a recap. Last week, Urinating Tree lost and was donated the most money and had to dress up as Pseudo-Wudo, the Pokemon. Unfortunately, there was not a real good Pseudo-Wudo costume out there, so instead...
Not in hot demand.
Nope. He dressed as a tree. And so, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. Urinating Tree as
a tree.
It's terrible. It's like I got a nutsack here. It's like Brandon Staley on a 4th down and on his own 25.
Wow.
I'm a tree. This is so bad. This keeps falling on me. I don't know how to.
It makes you look like a joyful child, a gleeful child.
Maybe.
Like, listen, I just want to take a moment and thank Tree for helping the hobbits when they were in the woods and helping take down Saruman. I appreciate that.
Hey, Isengard took down a bunch of my friends. So you know something? I will destroy him every time. Break the dam and release the river.
And that's not all with your punishment, by the way, because
not at all. I have to eat a really bad sandwich from Permantes.
From Permantes.
Prometheus.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
part of my punishment.
That is not the only punishment that is being unveiled today, because last week, one Scooter McGruder was not here because in his quote, and I quote, "I was not ducking you," which sounds like he was ducking. Meanwhile, he is back having to dress as a Green Bay Packers cheerleader. And boy, oh boy, it's something special. And so, ladies and gentlemen,
if you're not comfortable with your sexuality, please look away from the camera.
One Scooter McGruder dressed as a Packers cheerleader.
Oh, boy. What am I doing with my life?
I didn't get chicken, no!
Listen, okay? If you lose a bet, you gotta take it seriously, okay?
That's what I
am secure in my masculinity. Take your screenshots now, okay? I don't care. I'm a grown man. Do your worst, internet.
Grown.
Do your worst.
Grown woman.
Let's put this. Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Grown person of undeterminate gender. We'll call it that way.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Inject.
Listen.
Inject.
Be honest with
$500.
If I didn't have this
beard,
day. come on, chat. Come on now. If I didn't have this beard, be real now. Huh?
Would you?
Huh?
Marry, kill, fornicate. Go.
I mean,
wow. What? Wow. We have jumped the shark.
Yeah,
so many times.
We jumped the shark the first show we did. Come on.
We should I think this show should be retitled to Jump the Shark Sports.
How did
Jump the Shark Sports.
How did I get here in my life? Like, where did I go wrong?
Listen, buddy, I'm just happy that you can finally represent a good franchise. So you should just be happy with this.
What are we talking about? What's the first
we're
subject?
talking about this because you weren't here for this. You lost to the Denver Broncos. I know you beat the Falcons, but ladies and gentlemen, the internet doesn't forget. You lost to the Broncos.
So we want to start there?
Bad.
We can start there.
Lose to the
That's
Denver
where you guys want to
Broncos.
So let's start there. Let's start with the Broncos. Listen, I told you guys I wasn't ducking you, and I was not ducking you.
Yes, you were.
This loss was intentional. Okay, I talked to all the players on the team. They said we needed to light the fire underneath us. We were just coasting, right? And now
even your camera
we saw the result of this intentional loss. We saw us go and dominate the Atlanta Falcons by 40 points. Okay, better now than in the playoffs. All part of the plan. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Come on.
Can we get a Let's Go DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app? Huh?
Let's go DraftKings. Let's go
I don't know what's
DraftKings.
sexy.
I'm going to lose all my money because I'm terrible at gambling. But you should go to DraftKings.
Or that legal disclaimer. Check it out, everybody. DraftKings Sportsbook. You know, they support this show. And you know, I always forget to click the little DraftKings overlay when we have only 4 guests. Boom, right over tree. Right now, they're giving new customers a deposit bonus of up to $1,000.
I'm going to pretend to be Tom and just be
basically new customers. They'll match your deposit of up to $1,000, which in my eyes is really $1 million.
The leaves on the fingers.
Urinating Tree is making it rain with leafy green money. And if you want to make it rain,
this is going to be your fingers.
Green scary hand money. I don't even know if you could download the DraftKings app with those fingers. I
don't know if I can. I can't really type.
Might not register the fingerprint texture, but
I feel like I saw this on an American Horror Story episode. Like I feel like that's what Tree is dressed as, right? Because that looks like it's snug.
Yeah.
It looks like that's a skin tight suit there.
No, it's actually not really skin tight, but it's kind of close. The problem is
just filling it out.
What are those? What are those guys that go like fight each other in costumes with like foam weapons?
LARPers.
Yeah, he looks like a LARPer.
LARPer?
But you
what
can't
is our
bet
first
on
subject for today?
Sportsbook, can you? No. I'm still doing this DraftKings read. If you thought it was over, it's just getting started. Code Clickbait. Link in the description. If you want to bet on sports, do it at DraftKings. If you do it somewhere else, the government will probably arrest you.
We don't make the rules.
True, but I'll say
don't make the rules.
Actually, speaking of which, I think they might be coming for me for reasons.
We do have a big show today. And I wanted to start with the breaking news, which is Antonio Brown, former private chef, who is in a personal dispute with Antonio Brown over about $10,000 that AB supposedly owes him, is alleging that AB used a fake vaccination card to avoid the NFL's COVID protocols. Now, I did a little reading on this story. Apparently, AB's girlfriend was texting his former chef, who they're in a legal dispute with, to see if that guy could get AB a fake vax card so he didn't have to go through protocols. I don't know why you would text somebody who is suing you for $10,000 for a fake vaccine card. But if anybody were to do it, I think we all believe it would be Antonio Brown.
That is accurate.
Antonio
Can
Brown's
this man
lawyer?
not settle out of court? It's $10,000. Why would you even risk this if you're Antonio Brown? Am I missing something?
If you're
here?
Antonio Brown, though, he's had a notorious reputation of not paying people for what he's owed. Like, he's done it with movers. He's done it with personal trainers. He's done it with, like, bar tabs. He's done it with other, like, personal chefs as well as people who've done it because he just doesn't want to pay them.
What the heck? If you have the money.
He's always been doing that.
I'm very confused.
Like, AB's been doing this crap for a long time. And to be honest with you, I would not be surprised if AB was pulling this just because it's AB.
Yeah,
so now
Antonio Brown is a Super Bowl champion, and I'm slowly dying on the inside.
Now it gets us back, though. Now we're going back to your boy, Tom, Aaron Rodgers. We're back into the punishment by
but he didn't fake the card. He just lied.
If they fake a vaccination card, I think that's a suspension because there was a situation in the NHL with Evander Kane, and he got suspended, I think, for like 21 games or something like that.
So again, literally right as we went live, Ian Rapport said that he spoke with Brown's attorney, and they said that he is vaccinated. So, I mean, I don't know if this is
vaccinated with a whole lot of money.
True.
So this literally just brings us back to the question we were asking when Aaron Rodgers, while that was happening, is if someone does fake a vaccination status,
he's in trouble.
Should they be punished in the NFL? And if so, what should that punishment be? Chat, join in.
I mean, I think Antonio Brown should have to go play for wherever Odell Beckham Jr. has just played.
The Cleveland Browns.
That should be the punishment.
Why are you punishing the Browns like that?
Well, sorry, Cleveland. You get AB now.
What did they do?
Only if he's allowed to drop kick the Cleveland punter again.
43% of adults say they have financially cheated on their partner.
Oh, wow.
What does that even mean?
CNBC.
Probably lying about their earnings. Be my guess.
Okay, we're off track. That's on me. I'll take responsibility.
I guess like this all comes down to whether this can be proven or not, right? Yeah. So, and because I think AB's had COVID, so he would probably have the antibodies. Like I don't even know how you test to prove this, other than if somebody was like, "Yes, I sold AB this fake card, and here is my proof that I make fake cards and that I had a transaction with Antonio Brown," which I don't think is going to happen. So I think
let's say that happened. Let's say it is proven that he forged a fake card. What should be the punishment for something like that?
He'll be done for the season. Just because of his history with the NFL.
Well, because I think he'll be suspended because with Aaron Rodgers, the NFL and the Packers knew of his status. Yeah. If he directly lied and misled them, it's one thing to mislead the media, but to actually mislead the NFL. Oh no, I think he's getting suspended.
Yeah, I think he's getting suspended for probably the season. I think they're going to lay the hammer down on him. Once again, my example's Evander Kane. He lied about his vaccination status with the NHL. They dropped the hammer on him. They suspended him for a quarter of the season, 21 games.
I think.
Do you think that's fair?
I mean, if he directly lied about it and lied to the NFL, I mean, I think you could justify it, sure, because I think that if you're not following protocols, I mean, look at the Packers, right? So they were fined $300,000. If it happens again, they're going to lose draft picks. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to mess around with that. And again, we don't know if this is the case, but Perna brought up a good point about how do you prove this? And besides, obviously, an actual vaccine card. The only way that I can think about it is if Miss Frizzle kind of takes the class on a field trip and they shrink down again and they go inside Antonio Brown's body and they see if the vaccine is in there.
Wouldn't it just be in the database though, like the vaccine database?
I think the Magic School Bus thing is a little bit more reliable. So I think as long as they learn something along the way, Ralphie gets into some trouble.
Exactly.
They need some white blood cells. I think that we could all learn something along the way. I think that would be the best case scenario here.
Release the emails.
They're
not going to do that.
Release the vaccine emails. All right. Now, I think based on his history, that's why Antonio Brown would be probably punished more harshly than other players.
Do you think someone like just starting out, no strikes, brand new, fresh, rookie?
Like if Russell Wilson did it, NFL would be like, all right, Russ, you got one, you got by with one sneaky thing. First time you done it.
Now you got to make another dancing video with Sierra for punishment. Go ahead, Russ. Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If this were like a backup tackle, he'd be insta-cut easily.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now, I know that we, bashed Scooter for like a hot second, but I want to make sure that Tree is also
easily bashed. We all know where we're going with this.
Receiving.
Lay it on me.
So
lay it on me.
This past week, you guys played the Detroit Lions with Mason Rudolph. And again, I said this on GPS.
Steelers are going to the Super Bowl, baby.
I want Mason Rudolph to be so good just so they can make like Christmas themed merchandise of like him with a red nose, like dragging Najee Harris on a sleigh, like and then
like getting him with the red nose, getting beat with the helmet, like just for holidays.
There already is that.
Is it? Okay, all right, great. All right, in that case, I don't care about his status. So for Tree, though, I think the best part about it was the morning of, you tweeted however many days until the Steelers win the Super Bowl, and you said that unironically.
Yeah, because let's put it this way. Everything's lining up for the Pittsburgh Steelers to go to the Super Bowl. Really lucky wins, terrible offense, being gifted wins by the referees, and just everything lining up in place. It's like, this is the way the Steelers go to the Super Bowl.
What were you thinking in overtime? I just want to if I could be in.
I was I was like sitting there like, really, this is happening. At this
when
point,
they were
I've
lining up
to
kick the game-winning field goal, they were lining up
always play down to the competition every single.
They played down, buddy. They played down.
Dude, you think you born into playing down in a competition? Baby, I was born into it. I was molded by it. They've been playing down since the days of Cower when I was a kid. They were playing down so hard, yet nobody remembers it.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Good call.
That's fair.
But you know what? I only got to say, only 87 more days until the Pittsburgh Steelers win the Super Bowl.
What is the Pittsburgh Steelers' final record this season, Tree?
Probably undefeated for the remainder of the season because the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to Super Bowl.
Just like the Cowboys. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Steelers versus Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
The
Pittsburgh Steelers are going to rain all over you, and the trees are going to be peeing all over your yard, Mr. Scoots McGrooch.
The Chargers, the Ravens twice, the Bengals, the Vikings, the Titans, the Chiefs, and the Browns.
I know it's a tough schedule, but it doesn't matter. Steelers going to the Super Bowl, and by that we're probably going 8-1, and Mike Tomlin's going to keep his 500 stretch open, and we'll probably miss the playoffs because of that tie. But you know what? Steelers are going to the Super Bowl.
This is great because it leads us to the next talking point of who's the best team in the NFL. Is there a best team in the NFL? Brandon, what are we thinking?
Oh my God, there is no best team in the NFL.
Nothing.
You want it to be the Packers, but I'll let Tom address the Packers. The Titans are close.
Terrible.
How long are they going to sustain their winning record? Their offensive line, a little scary. Not sure their running back combos without Derrick Henry will last. But they have an easy schedule moving forward. We thought the Rams could be there. We thought the Cardinals could be there. I think a team that can make a case for it is Arizona when Kyler Murray comes back. Maybe that's this week. Once Kyler returns, maybe.
I feel like we're missing a team somewhere in there. I feel like we're missing a team.
Well,
Tom.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers.
My question to Tom is...
I dismantled the Cowboys personally. My Broncos did.
My question to Tom is,
the
Cowboys play the Packers NFC Championship game.
Yes. It has to be at Lambeau.
Who's winning that game in Dallas?
Oh, so basically just Lambeau South. Okay, well, in that case, then it's still going to be the Packers. So, I mean, again, as history and as Tree knows, in that stadium, we have some good fortune in that stadium. I mean, you know that too, Scooter, from, every time you play us in the playoffs. So I'm thinking, here's what I legitimately want. If the Packers don't get the number 1 seed, like I want to play the Buccaneers, I want to play the Cowboys, and I'd have to think about the third team I want to play on like the revenge tour, just because in order to get to the Super Bowl. But you have
somehow
no
Seattle
idea.
or 49ers.
Yeah, but neither of them are going to make the playoffs. So like it might be the Cardinals again, just because to make up for previous editions of the playoffs where we lost to them. But yeah, no, listen, I want the Cowboys so bad in the NFC Championship game, 100,000,000%. I would Mike McCarthy, buddy. Like Aaron Rodgers will go Super Saiyan 2 in front of all of our eyes. So,
what you wish for.
Yeah, I mean,
careful what you wish for.
Mike McCarthy is going to be fat cell, and he's going to explode. I haven't figured out who Android 16 is going to be and who Mike McCarthy's going to step on his head. I mean, how's Michael Gallup playing? He was injured, I know, but I think, I'm all about it.
Okay. Chat, let us know.
How's your sandwich, Tree?
Who do you have winning, Green Bay or the Cowboys? Leave a comment right now. You already know where I stand on this debate. You know where I stand.
Tree, your sandwich good? Is it good?
There's no team playing better than the Dallas Cowboys.
It tastes like
right now.
Depression, like it's better than Applebee's, but it's not the same.
What is in that sandwich?
Tree looks like a small child, like in his onesie, just like I'm eating right before I go to bed.
So, Tree, as you're enjoying that sandwich, let us know if you had to choose a team.
There are a couple things here.
Best.
You see, there's like whatever the heck this is, this meat. There's a Mancini's Local, French fries, and tomatoes and sweet slaw, and that's a Pittsburgher because this is Pittsburgh delicacy. Apparently, people love it. It's okay.
It honestly sounds kind of good to me. Is that weird?
The tabanga.
Is that a popular sandwich in Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
people, like, love that
it is. People love Permanis. People like.
Oh, they love it.
Go from all around for it. It's like the Mecca. I find it overrated, but it's just me. That's why everyone wants me to eat this stuff.
Wait, that was his punishment too, to eat that?
While he was
partially
with in the tree costume, yeah.
Yeah, that's partially. That's why I'm doing this.
That's fair.
I don't like eating on camera, but this is part of the punishment. That's what the people want.
I mean,
like
this
with
is what
the haircut, like the little like strands of hair hanging out. Like I'm ready for you to just be like, "Where's my chocolate milk?"
No, I won't. Where are my chicken tendies? Where are my chicken tendies?
Mom.
But if you had to make a guess, Tree, while you're enjoying that sandwich, the best team not named the Steelers in the NFL, what is their name?
The Detroit Lions. I'm just kidding. It's
because they can go one-on-one with the Patriots.
I mean, if it's like last week, I'd probably say in terms of upside would probably be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh.
Well, as weird as it sounds,
we will find out soon because the Cowboys play the Chiefs this week. So that's going to be a good test for both teams.
They look good against Oakland.
Magruder, buddy. Can I get a one shot real quick? Can I get the one frame, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Scooter, buddy. Nope, that's Brandon Perna.
Oh, that's me. How did I do it?
It's all right.
Solo.
Scooter. There we go. Thank you. Scooter.
Yes.
Your Dallas Cowboys right now are sitting at 2 losses. 2.
That's true.
They are going up against the Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday, 4:25 Eastern. If you lose this game, you lose the bet. And I know you're wearing a dress right now, but buddy, that Ryan Fitz Magic jersey is going to be so big, it's going to be a dress.
Can you remind the people who have no idea what you're talking about?
Scooter, in his infinite wisdom, said that the Cowboys were going 15-2 this year. And I was like, no chance. And we put a bet on it. This is the beginning of the first episode. We put a bet on it that if the Cowboys went 15-2, I would get him a signed Emmitt Smith piece of memorabilia. And if they lose, he has to buy a Ryan Fitzmagic Washington football team jersey in the biggest size possible. So I'm feeling pretty confident. And in addition, there's a secondary bet between the Colts and the Falcons. Falcons looking real good, buddy. I appreciate you kicking their ass so much.
Let's go Falcons. You can do this, Falcons. I believe in you.
If the Falcons do not finish better than the Colts, well, then you got to buy a jersey of my choosing from any team and sign that. This
is why this sucks. Okay, let me explain to the chat listening why this sucks.
That'll be great.
Because the Colts own the Eagles draft pick, so I sort of want the Colts to win so that the Eagles get a worse draft pick. But if the Colts win, I'll lose my. You see, I'm in a bind. You see the bind, chat.
Bad.
I'm down bad.
Well,
Can we get
nobody feels bad.
Can we get some F's in the chat, please? Some F's in the chat.
Speaking of bad,
I really just want to screenshot Tree and just make it like a promo for Permantes. It's like, it's finger licking good.
You could do that later, and it's me dressed up as a goddamn tree.
Yeah. I want everybody to just screen cap.
I covered myself this time. I escaped it.
This is getting stuck in my beard.
Speaking of bad, I had a really good segue there. We're going to talk about the biggest disappointments of this season. Something I thought we could do better than talk about who's good, because we like to talk about the pain, the misery.
Yeah, I mold in pain, baby.
Yeah, Tree was molded in pain, and
just like my suit right now.
Just like we can't figure out who's good in the NFL, there have been some teams we thought were going to be good, which is making all of this mess worse. I'm going to start with something that's perplexed me all season long. I have not been able to figure out why Teddy Bridgewater looks good and bad at the same time.
Yeah, you know what? I can't figure that out too. Why you got to be good 2 weeks ago, huh? Why you got to put on a show 2 weeks ago, and then I look at you next week? Where was that energy, Bridgewater? Where was that same energy?
Teddy has one of the worst third down conversion rates dating back to 1994. 264th out of 276 quarterbacks. So therein is the problem. Teddy is a disappointment in that
it's your whole offense, dude.
Well, that's a problem. Third down has been like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12,
and it's
3rd and 18.
And it's all check downs for like 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah,
of course you're not going to get first downs like that.
When the defense knows what's coming and they're going to smother where the first down markers are, when you've got guys running short of the sticks as well, it's hard to convert those. So it's not just Teddy's fault. It's a fault of the offense. It's a fault of the offensive coordinator, which I have complained about at great lengths here and on all of my channels. But he was supposed to be the reason we could win and navigate some of the close games as long as the defense played well, and it has just been not true. And we have learned nothing about Drew Lock sitting behind him. We have done nothing to help ourselves get the quarterback of the future because we've already won too many games to be competing for that top pick.
So there's no true number one quarterback, though. You can get like Matt Corral or Spencer Rattler.
We want Carson Strong. We're team Carson Strong.
I don't know. I'm gonna try eating this with the things.
So I'm gonna pitch this to you, Scooter. Your biggest disappointment of this NFL season, and I swear if this is something Cowboys related.
We're not doing team related.
You say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want.
I was looking at this question through the lens of my team, so the Cowboys, which is actually very difficult because the Cowboys firing on all cylinders this season. You look at the offense, killing it. You look at the defense, dominating. Yes, we have 2 losses. Relax. We should have won one of those games.
Buddy. On the Broncos. Pump those brakes.
You should have lost against the Patriots, dude. So that's all I'm going to say.
No, absolutely not. The refs cheated that game. They tried to get.
Okay. They cheated.
Any other team in the
Can
NFL
I answer this question unobstructed? My gosh. So we're looking at the Cowboys.
Try being a Lions fan, then we can talk about bad ref calls.
Defense is firing. The biggest letdown thus far has been Mike McCarthy. Let me explain. At the beginning of the season, this man could have cost us 2 to 3 games with his garbage time management. Did we forget about this? No. We got fortunate that we won some of these games because this man was making some boneheaded decisions when it came to halftime. He was making some boneheaded decisions when it came to kicking field goals. So Yes, we're winning, but we are fortunate to be where we are because I could have already lost this bet because Mike McCarthy was wilding on occasion. And if we want to go secondary, Blake Jarwin, the tight end we have, but that's only because of injury, right? It's the second time he's been injured, comes back, he gets injured again. Unfortunate. It just happens sometimes. So those are my two letdowns for this year, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. I like that. Mike McCarthy, not a huge fan. I'm sure Tom Grassi has mixed feelings about Mike McCarthy. But Tom,
hey, buddy.
What's your biggest disappointment this NFL season? And why is it maybe Kitty Goes Meow?
In total or about the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, anyone. Like,
okay.
Just shoot for the stars is my response.
So regarding the Green Bay Packers, it's all the injuries. However, we're still crushing it there. And two, I think the other biggest disappointment, quite honestly, is the refs. I think by far, because I think that every week, and I know that we kind of have like recency bias and we're like, oh, it wasn't this bad last year and things like that. But I think that with the highlighting of taunting, one, and then two, the amount of games that are actually being changed because of it, the outcomes are being changed. It's quite honestly just like ruining some of the experience. I mean, I'll be honest, like watching one of the worst games I saw this season was the Chargers-Cowboys game. And it wasn't necessarily because of what was being played on the field. It was the fact that there was like 20 penalties and it was just nonstop and it kept stopping the game. And it was just horrific. So
that's how Steelers Bears was.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I think that, when you start to have outcomes of games that are radically altered, and listen, if it's like for a good reason, like if a team keeps on holding or like there's PI or whatever, but in terms of taunting, the roughing the passer for the most part has been a joke this season.
It's always been, and you can thank your quarterback for that too, from being injured.
Yeah,
for that
exactly. So like, if you can't fall on the quarterback anymore, right? That's the Aaron Rodgers rule. Like,
stupid. I mean,
but at the same time, like you look at that Saints-Titans game and how egregious it is that Tannehill's getting hit in the nameplate and they're calling roughing the passer and it extends the drive and they get a touchdown out of it. Like it's
Kyler Murray got pushed. Ryan Tannehill got pushed. They got called roughing the passer.
It's a joke. It's a complete joke. So
it is.
Yeah.
Here's a stat for the taunting. Weeks 8 through 10, NFL officiating called 16 taunting penalties. And so Kevin brings up a good point because usually when they do these rules emphasis, it's early in the season. They make their point like, hey, we want you to dial this back. And then it kind of fades away. You don't see it as much. No. The NFL almost, compared to weeks 3 to 7, did double down on calling this. So it's not that it just feels bad. It truly, truly is bad. It's as bad as I can remember watching it. Maybe like we all pay closer attention to it, but it's like every game. You could rightfully complain about something just being wrong, completely wrong, and they could fix it with technology, but they don't want to. Tom, hold on. Yeah. I got something for you now. Let me get back here.
Okay.
So you mentioned your injuries, and I saw this graph.
Oh, yes, is the one I retweeted?
Probably.
Yep.
This graph, which the older I get, the more I realize graphs are super hard to read. But this big yellow Green Bay Packers circle here indicates that the Packers have had the most injuries to the most significant members of their team. Right? Did I do it?
So we still crushing it. And listen, the Titans are up there. The Titans are definitely up there. But Green Bay Packers,
we're the Cowboys. We're right there. What the heck?
Yeah, but like,
am I reading this chart right? How do you?
Oh, it's by wins.
No, it's total games missed by the players. So like, if you look, so click that again. So like,
wins are vertical, and then horizontal is teams missed. So the Titans have been getting destroyed by injury, which is pretty obvious.
Yeah. Yes. So
total game.
As we all try to read this chart, we're just like, hold on, let me get my glasses.
Welcome to Clickbait Sports, where we try to read a chart for an hour.
It's just
join us.
Chart while I eat a sandwich.
Yeah. Tree, your biggest disappointment this season. I know it's probably the refs for all of us, but
easily the Miami Dolphins. They're my biggest disappointment.
That's a good one.
They are terrible this year, excluding the game against Baltimore. Defense has been really suspect. Offense has been awful. They don't know what they're doing with Tua. Excuse me. They merely, they almost traded him for Deshaun Watson, which would have been a disaster because they were giving up 3 first-round picks. And I don't know who's calling. I can't tell right now. I'm sorry.
Is it spam?
Is it spam?
It was a potential spam.
Pick it up.
Yes, I did. I hung up.
Oh.
No
Sorry.
worries.
Only on GPS do we pick those up.
Well, I can pick it up eventually.
Here's what's crazy about the Dolphins. So they played well. They beat the Ravens. And I know.
Quite strong defense.
They ran like the same blitz like all game, apparently. And the Ravens just couldn't figure it out. It's like, so even when they won,
is. Cover 0 blitz.
Yeah, they just did the same thing. 35 times. 35
because
times.
The play calling was predictable too. Like they never changed their game plan. I mean, all you have to do on a cover 0 blitz is technically like go deep routes and just like burn them one-on-one. But what do I know?
Ravens
what about the Steelers though? Who's the most disappointing, or what's the most disappointing thing about the Steelers this season?
Devin Bush, easily Devin Bush. I was expecting him to be a big game changer. He has not been able to tackle. He's been bad in coverage. He's been a mess. Like it feels like it's already Burns 2.0, unfortunately. And it's a shame because I loved the Devin Bush pick at the time.
Yeah.
But he has been a brutal disappointment.
I want him for the Packers.
He can turn it around.
He can, but it might be with a different team. Because you're in year 3. I mean, you're at the point where they might not pick up his option.
Dang, he's been playing that bad?
Yeah, he's been rough.
Jalen.
It's a shame, too. I love Devin Bush. I love his game. It's just, it has not panned out. Like, look at that Ikwe, the run by Detroit. You see Devin Bush just like riding up like on his upper shoulder and just like sliding off. He's made some bad penalties, like a holding call and an interception that would have changed the game. He's like been rough in coverage. He's been like invisible, which is not good for a linebacker.
So he's basically tackling like Teddy Bridgewater.
No, he's not really. He's more like Jalen Smith.
Dude, Teddy got roasted so hard.
What did you think of that? Seeing that? Did you care that he did that? Honestly, I think it was kind of smart for him to get out of the way. You're the quarterback.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to lead you by 2 scores. You got to at least do something.
Yeah, that changed the game. They lost the game.
Business decision. Do you think he could have even made that tackle?
Well, he could have at least stopped him for a little bit.
Yeah. I think if you want to be fair to Teddy, he has had some horrific injuries in his career. And so I don't totally blame him, especially because I'm not sure where this team's going anyway. So it's like, but if you watch it, it is the worst tackling attempt I've ever seen in my life.
My thing is, it's like your teammates notice stuff like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Even if forget the score on the scoreboard, people notice. Okay, people are watching you when you think people are not watching you. Even as content creators, people are watching us, even when we don't think people are watching us. So
when I'm sleeping?
Yes, when you're sleeping.
Why don't you wake up?
But it's just, I don't know. I definitely think it hurts him with his team, but as a business decision, the longevity playing the quarterback.
Businessman.
He's just going to be a backup if he's holding a clipboard.
Teddy would be,
what? He's
like a great backup quarterback.
In a way, yeah. He's a good
better than Joe Flacco.
I do want to say one more thing, boys. You know what the biggest disappointment to me is? Not being able to get enough money into my DraftKings account and spending that money on the glories of DraftKings Sportsbook, sponsor of this fantastic video. And right now, they're giving all new players a deposit bonus up to $1,000 with their first deposit using the code word down here in the corner. I don't know if I'm right in that area or not. The code word is Clickbait. But let's go over some little scores in the meantime. I haven't done this in a little bit, the old money tree thingamaboobie. But as my everything falls to heck and back, I'm going to say my big pick of the week, it's going to be that I'm totally winging this right now too. It's pretty terrible. I think the Minnesota Vikings beat the Green Bay Packers.
I knew it.
Eat Pat, Tom.
I knew it.
Pat.
I knew it was coming.
Eat Pat, and the Bengals beat the Raiders. Those are my 2 picks. So you pick the exact opposite of what I say, and you're gonna make all that money. Although I've been like 500, and it's not good.
Doesn't that mean you're cursing the Vikings, basically?
Maybe in a way.
Okay,
but at DraftKings Sportsbook, the app has a lot of stuff to offer. Same game parlays, player props, live betting, so much more. And they're giving away $200 in free bets instantly when you bet $1 or more on any football game. Like, for example, hey, I want to spend $1 on the Dallas Cowboys losing to the Kansas City Chiefs because they definitely are. What I'm going to say is put $1 down. You might gain up to $200. And you know they're the top-rated sportsbook. They're safe, secure, and reliable. I've been sponsored by them a few times as well. I can definitely tone to their credibility as well. Good product. If you're into that sort of thing, gamble responsibly as always. And if you're going to do it, make sure you don't do a fake card like Antonio Brown did.
So, real quick, Adam Schefter just retweeted that the Buccaneers have released a statement saying, after an extensive educational process conducted throughout our organization this past offseason, highlighting the benefits of the COVID-19 vaccines, we received completed vaccine cards from all the Tampa Bay Buccaneers players and submitted the required information to the NFL through the established process in accordance with league policy. All vaccination cards were reviewed by Buccaneers personnel and no irregularities.
Dang, they hit him with the actual factual dropping the bomb just like that. They said, you thought you were going to get over on us this time. No. Not this time.
You never know.
The chef lied.
All that means is AB had the best fake card the NFL's ever seen.
Not true.
Well, the Bucs were like one of the first teams to get 100% vax, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Arians has had some real health issues. He's had, I think,
Yeah.
a stroke, a couple heart attacks. He's had cancer. So, he's the epitome of immunocompromised.
He's like, you mother lickers better not get me sick. We just
If you do, he's like he's going to turn into a plum and straight up explode in your face.
Yeah. So speaking of hurt, sick, injuries, transition, Lamar Jackson missed practice with an illness. Does anybody know what the illness is? Because it is.
Is it a stomach bug? Because Lamar Jackson in toilets, it's usually his best games.
It's true. Not COVID.
If you're gonna bet, if Lamar Jackson has the stomach flu, bet on him and the Ravens to win this weekend. Guaranteed lock. Kyler Murray back at practice. Joe Flacco gonna start in place of Mike White.
What a shame.
R.I.P. Mike White. The greatest, shortest-lived MVP hype season we've ever seen.
It's true.
Baker Mayfield's supposed to start this week. Does anybody think that's a good idea at this point?
It is Detroit. So you know what? If it is something, I hope Detroit wins so I can laugh at Cleveland again. It's going to be delicious.
Do you want Detroit to win, or would you rather root for Detroit finishing 0-16-1? The most embarrassing record I think an NFL team can truly have.
I'd rather have 0-17, but the Steelers ruined it. So
nope. I want the Lions' first win to be against the Minnesota Vikings. Their first and only one.
Wow.
They almost did. They almost did.
I know. They still got an opportunity to. I want that to be the thing. That's what I want. I want it so much.
Is Roethlisberger playing this week?
He's right there.
I don't know, man. I'll have to check my test results.
Yeah.
They're still not in the mail yet.
Cam Newton. Can we talk about that for a second? Like, are we?
That's what we do.
What are we thinking about this? Because I'm hyped. Like, I'm not even a Panthers fan. I don't care anything about the Panthers, but I love a good comeback story, and I feel like this might be one. What are we thinking? Do we like this move? Do we not like this move?
It feels like it's a ploy to get people in the seats, but you know something? He's probably the best option they have right now.
Scooter's driving up the viewership in today's episode, by the way.
Yeah, this was a mistake, and I'm getting scared.
It's that controversy, baby. Everybody loves controversy. Hey. If you want to put yourself on a sexy model calendar, I feel like a lot of people would buy that.
Don't make me make it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Shoot.
Which Clickbait Sports host do you think would make the best girl? Let us know in the comments.
Oh, dude, you're totally doing it. You're playing on. Dang. You could totally be one of those Twitch girls that has a bunch of simps on Twitch. Dang, you could be Amaranth. You could be the new Amaranth.
Jack, type 1 in the comments if you would subscribe to my OnlyFans. 1 in the comments. 2's for no. And 3's if you're just here so you won't get fined. Ooh, here we go. One more time.
And again, it's a dress. Like, it's a legit
dress. This is a dress, by the way. So if hold on.
Look, like you can
relax.
Yeah.
Relax. This is a dress. So this
there's a lot of ones in this chat.
Chill.
There's a lot of ones in this chat.
Yeah, there's some 3s.
Bro, I
think
look
it's
like
the shoulders.
A fit female. Oh my gosh.
I think like the little shoulder tease is what makes it hot. Right?
I just want to imagine that someone has never watched our show and just tuned in for the first time today.
Those poor dudes. Like, you see a dude in a really ill-fitting tree costume. You see a gender-confused man up there. You see a dude who looks like his life is ending before his eyes up top. And then you see a guy who's just a Packers fan who's slowly going to implode on the inside because he's lost a bet because of injected chicken.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what's happening.
Yeah. I'm just saying there's a lot of bonking going on.
I feel like it's only fair that we keep this trend of cheerleading going. I mean,
saw that, Stacy Magruder.
I can confidently.
Sarah Magruder.
I can confidently say we are the best cosplay sports channel on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yo, I'll put us up against any YouTubers, any TikTokers.
I dressed up as a shampoo.
We want
bottle.
the war. Okay, you're not dressing better than us. That. Your punishments aren't better than Clickbait Sports. I don't care what show you're on. We do it the best here in Clickbait Sports. Look at me.
Next week we're all gonna eat live scorpions.
Oh, don't make us do it, Chad.
Don't. This is
dude, Brandon. He will do it. He will do it.
Vegan.
I will not eat a live scorpion. No way.
What's up?
There's a bar in Denver where you could take shots of scorpions.
Hit a 12.
Were we talking about Cam Newton for a second?
Yeah, we were talking about Cam Newton.
Here's what I think. He's gonna play well this week, and then it's gonna be a question mark moving forward whether he's really back or not. Quarterbacks, what I'm learning is they get a week to look great, like Mike White. And then once defensive coaches have a new hour of tape on them, they know how to game plan against them, and they will destroy their weaknesses. And I think the Panthers should try and use Cam the way they did it last week and let PJ Walker play a little more.
I agree with that.
Bring Cam in some more because he did some good things in that game. But I think the reason he succeeded is there's that little bit of element of surprise in there. But again, I'm no coach. The Panthers.
Tony, jokes on you. Steelers don't have cheerleaders.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Y'all don't? Sorry. They just use high schoolers. It's a true story.
Oh, I thought they just used inbred people from the bar in Milwaukee. I don't know.
Trees dressed as
they do that in Pittsburgh. They do that in Pittsburgh.
Hey, why are you knocking the inbred?
I thought Tree was dressed as a Pittsburgh Steeler cheerleader. Whoa. Is that not okay?
I don't know. This is more of a drum guy, not really a cheerleader.
That's fair. Listen, we need to go ahead and move on to the next subject immediately.
Can I just say I don't think this is in the rundown, and I would actually use this time to curse, but I'm not out of respect for Scooter. Yo, but straight up, screw Zac Stacy. Holy crap. Yeah, that guy needs to be thrown in prison forever.
I could not.
The sad part is, it's more disturbing to me that the girl was pretty much accustomed to it.
This has happened.
That's probably why she set up the cameras.
Holy crap. Watch
that's repeated.
That was horrific.
I saw that this morning and literally my mouth was open because I could not. It's just for you to do that to anyone, let alone someone that is the mother of your children, was very disgusting. That and I don't even think that word does it justice. It was just I don't know, man. What type of person does that?
It's a great video to ruin your day. That's for sure.
Yeah,
it's you
saw before I went to bed last night, and it's just like, oh God.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's
sorry,
garbage, like legitimately.
No,
so I'm hoping that she can just get all the support that she could possibly need for her and her child, and hopefully never have to go through something like that ever again. Because good God, like that was a horrific video to see.
Absolutely.
So.
And if you're in a situation right now where that's happening to you, you can get help. Okay, you don't have to go through that. You can talk to someone. You can find some people. Okay, you do not have to be in a relationship where you're getting abused. Okay. So I just hated seeing that. So
sorry, I wanted to bring that up just because like there was comments and stuff like that, and like people were DMing about like it was just that was truly like a horrific thing to see. So
it was.
Yeah, hopefully she like I said gets the help and support that she needs. So yes, Brett, that is coming, by the way. Yes.
Good. It should be coming.
That is in the works.
In more than one way.
Okay, Tree, you said you think Le'Veon Bell's his career's not over in the NFL.
I mean, let's look at Le'Veon Bell's social media page, because there was a situation where he took up every single segment of Le'Veon Bell. He was just cut today, and if you actually think about it, the gamble truly lost. Because the offer was, I think, $15 million a year for 5 years from the Steelers. Yeah. There wasn't much guaranteed money. Rejects it, and then decides to pull a stunt, hold out for a lot of money. And it turns out it kind of failed because he got like $35 million from guaranteed from the Jets. Steelers would have probably kept him for about 3 years. That would have been 18, 19, probably 20. So you probably have $45 million right there. So if you think about it, Le'Veon lost money in this deal. And he's lost his reputation because he went to a team with no offensive line and then goes to Baltimore. He's not the same and cut. So he may get a job somewhere else, but at this point, Le'Veon Bell's career is done. And I can't feel bad for him because, I mean, if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have Days of Our Steelers. Let's look at Le'Veon Bell's social media page. It says #washed, #fell off, #slow, #bad rapper. That's absolutely true, by the way. #wasted talent. Very true. #clown.
Instagram?
No, it's his Twitter.
Twitter
#greedy. #let down. #old. #overrated. Anything else I'm forgetting.
But
yes, also #bad gambler.
A lot of people will look at this and say, like, I don't feel bad for this guy. He could have had this. He could have had that. He's stupid. But
he made a gamble and he lost.
Let's look at it from a different lens, though. Let's look at it from Le'Veon Bell's lens. He was betting on himself.
Yep.
And he lost.
Correct.
Okay? Yeah, that's what it is.
Fair.
He gambled and lost.
You can bet on yourself and lose, but I saw someone tweet this earlier, and it's like, just because you bet on yourself and lose doesn't mean you're a terrible person. It doesn't mean you're a terrible football player. It doesn't mean there's no hope for redemption, and then it doesn't mean you can't come back. So, like, I don't want Le'Veon Bell in this situation to be feeling to go out and do something drastic because things didn't pan out how he thought they would pan out. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, there's still
for the Texans,
there's still chance for redemption. You can still get some stuff together, but in life, sometimes you fail. That's just what happened here. He failed.
Yeah.
So
we make gambles on ourselves that have backfired. It happens.
Sure.
He failed because he.
For example, I failed because I had to dress up like a tree and eat this really bad sandwich.
Oh, now it's really bad.
It came down to like guaranteed money.
That's okay.
Right? Like he wanted more guaranteed money, and he was willing to leave a great organization with a solid answer at quarterback, with a very good offensive line at the time, and he was willing to sit out for an entire year. If you're a running back, I understand wanting to get that guaranteed money because no position gets screwed harder than running backs out of money, and their shelf life is short.
Yes.
But if it's good, if things are going good like they were for him in Pittsburgh, I think you have to be aware of your talent and the situation you're in and how that might not translate if you go to a bad place like the Jets. Like if you can control where you go, then maybe. Yeah. But anyway,
I have some breaking news coming in as well.
The same thing.
Yeah. And no, if you're familiar, Jeff Driscoll. Yep. Are you familiar with this name? He is converting to tight end. He's pulling a Tim Tebow. He is ripping himself off. He is going for the Houston Texans. Jeff Driscoll, the former Bengal and the former Lion, if I remember, actually he was a Bronco. I think he was a Bronco.
And
yeah,
where
Bronco
he went to
quarterback last year.
college.
He's going to tight end. He's going to be a tight end and probably, hopefully, block better than Tim Tebow.
This could be the trend for Florida quarterbacks because Jeff Driscoll went to the University of Florida. Go Gators. Tim Tebow went to the University of Florida. Go Gators. Felipe Franks. We'll see what happens with him over at Atlanta, but I think they had already been working him some at tight end. So it could just be Kyle Trask could be up next with the Buccaneers with the conversion. We'll see, though. We'll see how that one plays.
Do you think they'll move Dak out once he fails?
Dak, I think Dak has a pretty good chance of staying at QB. I think he's doing a pretty good job.
That's hilarious.
I mean, I saw him play against the Broncos. It wasn't that great. That's why I was asking.
Did you see the game after that though?
I actually didn't. I didn't.
Oh,
I
I would watch that one after. That's
okay,
more
so
of
watch that one after.
Yeah,
okay.
It's more of indicative of his play style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff Driscoll.
That's your after dark material. That's what you're saying.
Levin?
How can
Jeff Driscoll was a serviceable backup, so this is actually kind of surprising to me. Like he didn't suck.
Well, the thing is, he's on the Texans, so he's probably behind a couple guys.
And if
he's not going to get a shot, he's
behind
behind
at a QB.
He's behind Davis Mills. He's behind Tyrod Taylor, and he might be behind Ryan Finley. I'm not sure.
That's unfortunate.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know how he can convert to tight end.
I do wish he has the size. He has the size and the speed. Let's just see if he can catch.
I don't know if he has the speed. I watched him start games at quarterback for the Broncos last year.
Well, I watched him start at Florida. And we ran running style offense with this dude. So he has some burners.
I wish he could have used
that. I don't know if it translates to the NFL. We'll see.
All right. Well, tonight's game, we got Falcons at Patriots.
Woo!
I believe Tom Grossi may be streaming.
Probably.
Ooh, maybe.
28
the Patriots lose.
Rematch. Mac Jones on pace to win Rookie of the Year. The Falcons.
No, it's Najee Harris.
Absolutely not.
You know how many dudes that guy has to go through because nobody blocks for him?
It's Micah Parsons.
Wow. It's Jamar Chase.
It's Micah Parsons.
No, it's Davis Mills.
Oh, Davis. We gave him so much love.
Neck is a periscope.
General Mills, part of this complete breakfast, kids.
I mean, you could say it's Eric Stokes. My man is crushing it at CB right now.
Quarterbacks never win Rookie of the Year. Maybe defensive.
Quarterbacks never win.
Crushing it.
Cornerbacks never win.
I know, but I can dream.
That's fair. That is fair.
Can anyone make a case for the Falcons winning tonight?
Yes.
We need the Falcons to win solely so that I can win my bet against Tom Grossi. Listen,
that's true.
Throw the ball up to Kyle Pitts. Let's see what happens. He did well against the Cowboys. He was literally the only one who did well against the Cowboys. So
that's accurate.
Let's see if he can keep it going.
I started Matt Ryan in fantasy. He got less than a point.
Oh, yeah, that was a mistake. I don't know why you thought that would be a good idea, but
I thought he'd do okay, but
no,
he didn't. I was wrong. I was very, very wrong.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah. Cordarrelle Patterson going to be a game time decision for the Falcons. He's 60% of their offense, 70% of their offense.
He really is.
I will say the only reason why the Falcons could win is because of what the NFL has been this entire year. Because on GPS, I was just watch the Rams get blown out by the 49ers and they got blown out by the 49ers. It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you called that.
Maybe Matt Ryan is just gonna light it up against the Patriots. I don't know. That's the only thing I got.
Always.
So.
Well, we are to the punishment portion of the show.
We can take this show out back.
Super chats.
Lord
can come in to punish your favorite or least favorite.
Punish that guy and that guy and that
over.
guy and the bald guy. Over. Punish the bald guy.
It's over.
If you want to see Tom Grossi in a cheerleading costume made out of tree material, punish him now.
My favorite part is when
2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 4.
My favorite part.
If you want to see tree, that's what you're waiting for.
Tom Grossi loses at everything.
All thirsty in the chat.
I hope
saying, "Oh, you'd like to tap that." Oh,
I hope you lose in the NFC Championship game, buddy.
Wait, that was you who said that?
Whoa. They're trying to get Tom to go to the Vikings game?
I'll go last. I was going to stream 3 games on Sunday.
I got $42 in Super Chat revenue. Thank you all who donated and spared me the embarrassment of whatever concoction would have come to your mind.
Dude, you would have enjoyed it. I've seen you in that onesie, that undersized Tom Brady jersey. You would enjoy that.
$63.98. Appreciate you guys.
Guys, maybe 5.
Oh, you should have given him more. Look at how well he's dressed up as a cheerleader, man.
No, you shouldn't have. Thank you guys.
Yeah, dude.
They're saving their money for Scooter's OnlyFans account.
I'm at 191.78. I did not lose because somebody got injected with a lot of chicken.
Somebody injected
with all the chicken.
baby.
You were vaccinated with that chicken, baby. Immunized with chicken.
Tom goes to a Vikings game.
Skull.
Yeah,
You're going to dress up as Tom. Tom at the Vikings game.
I got $1,000.
We need
a
G?
There you go.
We're at a G?
That's enough to get you to fly to Minneapolis.
See, I'm thinking, well, how do you guys feel about this? We need Tom to go to a Packers game dressed as a Packers cheerleader. What are we thinking?
In 0-degree Lambeau Field weather.
You can put a sweater on underneath, but we just need the right here.
No, it's not the same though.
I'll send you this.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
What are we thinking though? Chat, chime in, weigh in. We're thinking of a punishment. Is he dressing as a Cowboys cheerleader? You going to a Vikings game?
A lot of people want me to get frosted tips.
I did see that.
A lot of people are asking that I get frosted
Do we say
poll your audience for the punishment?
Green and yellow frosted tips?
Oh yeah.
How do I do that?
They can wash out. They wash out.
Dressed as a Vikings cheerleader.
After 6 months, they wash out. After 6 months. So yeah. I said we lock it in with the frosted green and yellow tips. Guys, are you in agreement? Tree? Perna?
Either that or Minnesota, I'll be okay with. I feel like he does not like the frosted tips, so you know what? I think that may be a good punishment. That's a legit
punishment. This looks so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the early 2000s, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be
green and yellow. Green and yellow. We're letting you use your team's colors.
Oh, it's good. You're going to be Guy Fieri, but with green and yellow tips.
Oh, yes.
2 tickets to Flavortown, baby.
Forget tickets to Minnesota.
How do I
also
even
known
go
as Flavortown
about doing this?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great.
Like, how do I do this in the comfort of my own home?
No, and don't live stream it too now.
No, I'm asking how do I physically do it?
I think you can just buy some stuff, honestly, like some hairspray.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
We have Blade just enter into the chat like this?
It looks like Hitman.
This man is about to give us our mission details. He said,
"How are y'all not done yet? Like I leave you guys to do the work, and you're not even finished.
We're almost done. You guys just showed up.
They're deciding my punishment."
Scooter, I'm a little turned on. That's all I have to say.
Buddy, the entire chat's been turned on this entire episode.
And you're not turned on by me. I'm a tree. I'm Big Ben.
Little blue steel right there. If you didn't have a beard, I would.
What he's saying is, a couple drinks in, he'd take you home.
That's
chat.
Right.
What are we thinking?
Oh, who won? I guess Tom won, right?
Yeah, they're talking about me getting frosted tips.
Ooh, I think that's fair. Maybe even a little purple. But I think you dressing up as Guy Fieri would be perfect.
2 tickets.
And then you'd have to go to Flavortown.
I just want to know the practicality on how to actually give myself frosted tips. I'm gonna have to look into this.
Go to a salon.
I'm not going to a salon. There's no way.
Salon.
Dude, I gotta go to a salon to get my fingernails done once the Ravens play.
Are you kidding me? Look at me right now. You won't go to a salon? Look at me, Tom.
That is dedication.
Buddy, I'll dress up like a cheerleader any day of the week. I'll dress up as a cheerleader in my free time.
No, that's why the frosted gotta hurt. You might have to do some tutorials there, buddy.
All right, let's lock it in.
Look up some stuff on YouTube.
Frosted Tips. We'll be seeing TDG back next week with the Frost Station. What do we have coming out this week? What's coming out? I got NFL predictions directly following this, about 30 minutes an hour. Tree, what do we got coming out?
Well, I got a little something involving the Lions and Steelers game that's going to be coming out later tonight. So,
oh my God,
it's going to be pain.
Okay,
Go me.
Erna, what do we got?
I'm working on simplifying the NFL rule book. So the only rules the NFL actually needs to enforce. Hopefully that'll be up Saturday morning.
Taunting should be one of those rules, right?
Yeah, because Friday is a bad
whole
day
stream
to
is
upload, right,
taunting.
Adam?
Yeah.
I should do it
What about
Saturday
you, Five?
morning.
I'm actually working on why these college football programs are so bad now, and I might need you, Scooter, to tell me why Florida is so bad. Look at all these programs. Texas is bad. Florida State is a joke. Miami's trash. LSU is trash. Florida's trash. USC is trash. Nebraska trash. All these teams were great 15 years ago.
I was told Scott Frost was going to save the franchise.
Yeah, they didn't save nothing.
When's that coming out?
Probably in a week. So
Okay.
I'll hook you up. You know, I'll only need a minute of your
just in time to plug your shit.
Okay. Yeah. Hey.
And
right at the end.
Tom, are we streaming the game? What do we got coming out?
Yeah, I'm gonna stream the game, and then tomorrow I'm finally gonna do that video. People in my chat are telling me to just veto it.
Absolutely not. Look at myself.
No,
Look at myself. You're talking about vetoing? Look at me. Veto it. Actually, no. Veto it and see what happens next week. Do it. Veto it.
Yeah.
Veto it.
Veto's a bad move.
Don't veto.
Yeah.
Veto
Unless it involves physical harm.
The only veto will be in this program is called Big Veto, and I think he's dead.
Well, Vito.
I'm gonna stream tonight. I'm gonna do GPS tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have a video tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have a Q&A tomorrow, and then I'm gonna figure out how to do frosted tips.
So pretty light schedule for Tom. Thank you guys for watching Clickbait
Frosted Tips.